Drunken Pop, we're diving deep. The memories we swore to keep. Unfiltered tales that'll make you leap. Into your past we boldly leap. Tennessee speaks of games and dreams, old cartoons and backyard schemes. Nostalgia hit like a mighty wave. In this show, we misbehave. Double days with pockets full, bringing tales that always pull. Step heads, cackles with a glance, unleashing legends from our trance.
Hello and welcome to Drunken Pop, the show we do exactly what the title infers. We get drunk, talk about things from the past. However, tonight I got to work in a little bit, so I got a mason jar of water.
Moonshine.
Yes. Ooh. Just and straight face.
Watermelon moonshine.
I'm your host,
with a little lime.
I'm your host,
Talking back
TJ
in them Katuva.
Joining me as always, Carrie
I was
Underwood's
hitting
here.
every bit of that boy was mine. Do you know love was?
Step hens.
Thank you. Dollar Bill Dave's here.
Where?
There. Down where? It's Timmy Z.
Are you in a different room tonight?
I'm at the bar.
He is.
Okay, so he is in a different room.
Why
Because
did
he was doing it from like his bedroom.
Yeah, why did you?
I was in the office before.
Mm.
Now I'm at the bar.
Why'd you
And
move?
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
Why?
Is the stool not comfortable or?
Not
Booze
really.
not close enough?
Do you know what love was?
I think he's fine.
I was riding on the short bus.
Yes.
That's
Never
true.
nothing
That,
like
that
the
is
first
absolutely
time.
true.
Please remember to
No,
subscribe.
I was gonna record something with Pondwater yesterday. We recorded a show, and so just outside the office, Jandy and Brinley were doing a school project.
Hmm.
So I had to grab all the shit, literally all the crap, and move it all to the bar.
This
What
entire
was the school project? A jackhammering? Or
But they were
what?
talking to every shit all outside the door, so you'd be able to hear it all on the podcast.
That's
the
when you
Ram
leave or go,
Network.
shut the fuck up!
Patreon.com/Ram Network.
don't do
$1
my
a
shit.
month.
Don't do my shit. Speaking of which, please remember to subscribe to our YouTube, which also we have a new YouTube, sort of.
Well, we would be there right now, except someone is an asshole.
We're changing.
TJ.
His name is not Stephens.
Shit, TJ.
He's the asshole at the bar.
That's my bad. My life got really busy. My weekend was insane. My life's been insane.
Mhm.
I had
You're
to go over-
insane.
Had to go over and talk to the neighbors.
Oh, that. All right, I got to hear about that. This could
No.
be the one redeeming thing.
No, not that neighbor.
Oh,
the other one.
shit. You know what, breakfast?
We know Speaker. No, I had to go talk to the other neighbors. Jandy and I are booking a flight tonight to fly to North Carolina for my grandmother's funeral. The kids are going to stay home with the neighbors. So we had to go get everything figured out for all that because 10 hours each way for a one-day trip
drive?
is
No.
just a lot.
Yeah,
And
so
I didn't
you're
wanna do
flying
it.
in one day, flying out the next.
Flying in Thursday, funerals
Right.
Friday, and we're flying out Saturday, come back home. So we talked about making it a longer trip, but Bryn has ACAP testing. So
What is
that's
that? Alabama Championship Assessment
American-
Portal.
American Professions. So it's ACAP is so when you're in the third grade.
Kentucky has a similar testing.
Yeah, so like we grew up taking the CAT test, the
Yeah, like-
California
like the-
Achievement Test.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Indiana is iStep.
But ACAP is like so they have to pass this in the third grade, or you get held back. So, like in Illinois, they don't hold you back. You just the
No,
dumbest
you
of
just-
dumb just
you're-
keep getting
Hey,
pushed
you just
forward.
Keep going on dumb.
Good
That ain't
job.
how
Dudley.
that ain't how that works here. So if you don't pass the ACAP test, so basically they spend their whole year like practicing and learning everything that they need for this ACAP test at the end of the year.
But nothing useful. Cool. Got it.
Well, I
A lep is a ball. A
I'm
corpse is
sure
A
I'm
blue
sure
is a
one
bear.
day she's gonna know how to, 9 oranges and 7 grapes. That's just whatever. But
But will she
So-
know Sculch is junk?
did you know George Washington had wooden teeth?
He didn't. It's that's a lie.
Yeah,
What
Shane
if he
Gillis.
got termites?
Shane Gillis defeated. He said at the George Washington museum is the last thing you see is his teeth with his dentures made of lead, and then it was
Lead. That's healthy.
Yeah, and then it was horse and goat teeth. Which, by the way, if you've never seen the George Washington bit by Shane Gillis, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Too young, no love would.
I guess Dave's done with his part. So please remember to subscribe to our YouTube, which is new, which is how we stemmed off that.
Original, but we are transitioning to you guys. Our longtime fans will like this one. 2 shows, 1 cup.
I have a problem here.
Oh boy.
I
One-
put all my stuff in here, all my pictures, and they're no longer in here.
So let me get this. No, they're there. They're there.
How come I don't see them?
I see them.
Overlay. It was closed. Ha!
I didn't look at them, but I saw they were there. Movie 1.
What are we doing? So what's in the new YouTube?
A blue is a bear. Ah,
A left is a ball.
you go to 2 shows, 1 cup on YouTube. You will find our show and the Pondwater Dave show, our sister show for the Ram Network.
No, it's wrestling with Pondwater and Amy.
That's true.
Okay. Talking wrestling with Pondwater and Amy.
2 shows, 1 cup.
2 shows, 1 cup. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what they're called anymore. We're 1 cup, 2 shows. You'll find Pondwater and Amy, and then you'll find us 3 dickheads.
So what's fun is I don't remember who suggested. Was it YouTube that suggested the name for that?
Mm-hmm.
And what's funny is my original idea for the name of this show was going to be 3 Dudes 1 Cup, and then
3 dudes, 1 show.
that's what
We did not have a cup.
It was 3 Dudes 1 Pod, and then Timmy went and had to hire Angel, and that ruined that. So
Fucker.
filter free podcast. So follow us on X at drunken_pop, on Instagram at drunkenpop1, all one word. And of course, we're doing this show. I'm just going to guess the majority of our shows from here on out are going to be live, unless all of us are
Every
going somewhere.
show from here on out is going to be live.
Well, I was just saying, unless all
May
three of
not
us
be
are
a
go-
regular schedule, but it's all going to be live, baby.
Well, I just meant like all three, unless all 3 of us are going somewhere at the same time.
Well, we'll still do it live.
We'll do something
3
live. I don't know if it'll
3
be that.
dudes, 1 camera.
Whew, boy, I don't know if I like that.
Party at my house.
That's not how I would have followed that. We would also be remiss if we didn't tell you to follow our Patreon network on X at Ram Sports Net for all things professional wrestling and sports gambling and things of the like. But by the way, Timmy, before you do the plugs, I haven't told anyone this because and it's not a big deal. But Dave, I just researched the Kurt von Oppenheim story for next episode of Portland Wrestling, so we can do that one finally. Timmy,
Which
what else
Von
is
Erich
available?
was he?
His last name is von Oppenheim.
He could have been one of the All right, so if you go to patreon.com
Jewish Von Erich.
He retired in
Network.
1963.
Okay, he's Fritz's brother.
Yeah, friends.
It's his
You
cousin.
can get
Hoppin'
their
Hoppin'.
show on Portland. You can also get me and Pondwater covering all the Von Erich family on World Class Flashback. You will also get things like wrestling with commercials. You will get let's see what a God, there's so much stuff there.
Low
Era-
key wrestling with
Era's the
commercials.
new generation.
Low key wrestling with commercials is my favorite thing that we do.
I enjoy footballers getting paid with Tim and Dave mainly because I was so good last year.
But you're in the off season, so who cares?
We're in the offseason. I mean, we could do UFL. I'm just going to pick the Battlehawks every year.
There's also sporadic episodes of
Where did you steal that?
the game.
That does not belong to you.
He's actually at
that
Efren's bar.
Hey, Pondwater, what's up?
He found that child that you gave the belt to in Alabama and mugged him.
You will get Power of the Pen, Hard Times and Beyond, the CWA retrospective rewind. Let me remove that dumbass. Like we said, Wrestling from the Rose City, plus so much more. I'm getting ready to fire up a Saturday night's main event anthology. I'm going to start it. I'm going to start at the inception. We're going to talk about leading into it. And then we're going to do watch alongs with every Saturday night's main event up until it got real shitty and moved to Fox.
In 2000. So, you know what's fun is this happens sometimes. I don't really know why. Out of nowhere, I started watching primetime wrestling from 1986.
Love it. Love it.
So I'm in December right now. So I'm almost to WrestleMania season. And I will tell you, they just started planting the seeds on the Andre Bobby the Heenan thing, and it is
Bobby the Heenan?
Bobby the Brain Heenan. And
It's like Jabba the Hutt.
Jabba the Hutt. And it is
Bobby the Heenan.
Oh, we're still not there. And it is phenomenal. But I was thinking while I was watching this, because I was watching a Hart Foundation match because they're on there a lot. And
The Anvil and
Anvil and Bret Hart.
right?
Anvil and Bret Hart.
Oh,
The new foundation.
No, it's
No,
the old one.
it's the
The
old
OG.
foundation.
Yeah, the old foundation.
The,
And
the foundation that bitches a lot more than the new foundation.
the new foundation, they're both dead. Brett's the only one left. So
It's kind of
Strictly
like the Beatles.
strictly by default,
Fucking Paul
he's
McCartney's gonna die, and they're gonna be stuck with fucking Ringo.
simply
What's
by
gonna
default,
happen?
he's going to bitch more. He's the only one that can speak. But I was thinking while I was watching the match,
I would think that if Owen could still bitch, he would probably bitch way more because he died.
Mike Lane, Cowboy Mike Lane. I've seen him a lot. But I think as
Oh,
but I was thinking like no one has done like a Stampede wrestling show.
No one watched Stampede.
A lot of people watch Stampede.
Not
I
in
don't have
America.
I don't have the rights to Canada
And also that's where Jake Roberts really got his first break, Junkyard Dog.
or
obviously
Georgia
the Hearts.
Championship Wrestling. I mean, you know.
Well, where his first run as the main event guy was the Stampede.
Well, Dave could have main evented Stampede Wrestling.
I still
let-
can.
They let
If I
Bret
become a
Hart
wrestler
main
right
event
now, I still can.
Okay. Bye, TJ.
TJ died.
TJ literally just kicked out her. Okay, so enough about Stampede Wrestling. Oh shit!
Did you hit the wrong button, stupid?
You didn't have to kick me out of the whole fucking
He got
show.
real excited. He's like, "Fuck it, I'm leaving."
So apparently these buttons on the side of the mouse will do stuff.
I
found
love
out.
Canada. Fuck you.
Anyway, so I guess I'll just keep my show ideas to myself from now on.
I'll do Stampede with you if you find some episodes.
But I was gonna say Bastion Booger legit did main event Stampede, but he didn't.
Well, that tells you all you need to know about Stampede Wrestling. Y'all have fun with that show.
but
I'm out.
he main evented as Makan Singh, not Bastion Booger though.
You can do that with Nick Aldis. I'm out.
Okay, I think
I
he
don't
would do
think
that
I
one.
don't think he's got time on his hands right now. He's a
anything
little
else?
busy.
Well, anything else we want to talk about before we?
You want to talk about AEW Dynasty, neo Nazis,
really.
and that shit?
Not
I didn't
really, no.
watch it.
I didn't watch it. I don't know anything
I
about
didn't,
it.
I didn't watch it either. I just saw clips, and all of it
Okay.
looked like shit.
Fuck them.
You know what?
All I heard is that's like the first time I've ever heard of an AEW pay-per-view just getting shit on by everybody. So
Yeah,
it's terrible.
that's what I read also. But I realized last night because I'm on midnights right now, so I have a lot of time to think at night. And AEW has become our generation's ECW, except it's just not as good.
Correct.
And that's saying a lot because
Yeah.
ECW sucked ass.
A lot of ECW does not hold up
It's so good. So much better.
because
You know what does hold up though?
Step into the past with your game face on. Box score trivia where legends are born. Who scored the goals and who made the play? Get ready to guess every single day. Box score trivia, bringing the heat from the courts and fields to every athlete's feet. Test your knowledge and show you the best in this game of history. There's no time to rest.
yeah, sure, I was done talking. So let's go ahead and start box score trivia. Quick bonus question. Name me the two teams in the 1993 World Series.
World Series in November would
Yep.
be 1993. The Atlanta Braves,
Nope.
the Minnesota Twins,
Nope.
Was it the Mets and the Yankees?
Nope. What? That
the
was
Blue
2000.
Jays, Blue Jays,
It's half.
and the
Who did they beat? Padres?
Nope. Wrong division.
Giant.
Wrong side of the country.
Okay.
Mets.
Holy Mitch Williams.
Philadelphia Phillies.
Thank you. Good Lord. So much for a bonus point. God, you guys suck. So that should be a good one. Can't wait. 1993 Major League Baseball League leader.
Oh, good. We're doing baseball in November. What are we doing?
Well, I mean, it's over the course of the whole season. I'm not going to ask you about Game 6.
Because
I didn't watch
I
it.
don't think there were any of them in November, by the way.
This
No
is fun.
baseball in November 1993. Thanks
I'm glad we're doing this show today.
Thanks
This
for
is good.
playing the game.
We can do NFL if you want me to switch over.
Now let's do it. Hell.
Let's do it. Fuck it.
I
I know who played the most games. Cal
I
Ripken.
have a really good attitude right now.
Junior.
I just want you guys to know that after all that. Batting average leaders, 1993
Tony Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn.
was third.
Kirby Puckett.
Oh, that was my next guess.
No,
Dave Justice.
Really?
no,
Barry Bonds.
no. Oh, I'm
Barry-
sorry. Fifth, 336.
Barry Larkin.
Of course not.
Deion Sanders.
No.
No,
Okay.
he never. Not ever.
I don't think you ever hit 300.
Terry Pendleton.
No.
93. Kenny Lofton.
Eighth, 325.
Oh, fuck it. Ripken.
No.
Lenny Dykstra.
No.
John Kruk.
No. That's actually a good guess.
John
I like that.
Olerud.
Second, 363.
Oh, that's a good one.
Batting helmet fielder.
Give us some teams.
Cleveland.
Roberto Alomar.
He was on the list. He's not with Cleveland though.
Well, I know that.
He was with
Seven.
the
Played for
Padres.
Toronto.
He's with Toronto. Seventh at
Huh.
326. So Cleveland, the Cubs, Toronto.
Andre
has a-
Dawson.
no, he was playing with the
Oh,
Red Sox.
Mark Grace.
Mark Grace, ninth, 325. Toronto, a different one.
Joe
David-
Carter.
St. Louis, no.
George Bell.
And Colorado, no.
Albert
Well-
Bell.
No. Stop saying
Colorado
Bells.
had a team
Todd
in
Walker.
93.
Colorado and Florida debuted in 1993.
Who the fuck played for Colorado in 93 that was worth a given?
Carlos Galarraga.
No.
Andres Galarraga.
There you go.
Andres
He was
Galarraga.
He was the league leader at 370. I don't know who Carlos is.
That's his cousin.
Cargo. You've heard of him.
He plays for the Macon Bacon.
The Huntsville Trash Pandas.
Yes.
So you got one more from Cleveland, one more from Toronto, and St. Louis. Are your
Dave
last
Ju-
three.
was Justice with the Indians here?
No, 93 is with the Braves.
He went to Cleveland in like 1998.
Cleveland had Kenny Lofton.
Sandy Alomar Jr.
No, he was an infielder.
Oh,
Well, the catcher is very infield.
Yeah, but I just said no.
I mean, it's behind the field. It's so infield.
was it a catcher?
It was not.
Mike Pizza.
No.
He
I
was
didn't
in
even
high
say
school.
I didn't even say the Dodgers.
He could have been a Met.
Yeah, Mets
No.
legend.
No, he couldn't have. Not in 1993.
Roger Clemens.
Roger Dorn.
Roger Dorn. That's solid. By the way, Roger Clemens, well, I guess he did play for Toronto, so I can't say he never played for any of these teams. One more guess each.
Who the
I
hell
got
played for
nothing.
Cleveland.
I'm trying to Cleveland.
You got Kenny Lofton.
Mm-hmm.
I know I got Lofton, but I'm thinking of Toronto. Who else? is
Manny
in Toronto?
Ramirez.
Didn't play the infield. Dave.
I got nothing.
Here we go. Here's the remaining of the top 10. Number 10 with Cleveland, Carlos Baerga.
Second
321.
baseman Carlos Baerga.
Sixth with Toronto, Paul Molitor, 332.
Look who's here.
Poundwater Dave was fourth. With St. Louis.
That was 1973.
No. Fourth was Greg Jeffries of the St. Louis Cardinals, 342.
Of the Cardinals?
Yes.
He was a Met.
Home run leaders, 1993.
Barry
Poundwater chime in. We just yell names out. Barry Bonds tied for the league lead. with
Ken
Albert
46.
Bell.
King Griffey, third, 45. Albert Bell tied for 638.
Crime Dog.
Fred McGriff tied for 8th with 37.
Wangan.
Dave Justice.
Tied for the league lead with 46. Dave Justice, 5th with 40.
Dick Pillhawk and Frank Thomas.
4th, 41. You've got 2 to go. 3 to go.
Give us
Team.
some teams.
San Francisco,
Kevin Mitchell.
no. Texas and the Atlanta Braves.
Rafael Palmeiro.
Tied for 8th with 37. 2 to go.
Atlanta,
The Atlanta
Braves.
San Francisco and
We
Atlanta.
said Fred McGriff and Ron Gant.
Ron Gant, 10th with 30.
That dude's legs were tree trunks.
You've got one more to go. The Texas, no, you said the San Francisco Giant.
San
Hey,
Francisco Giants.
By the way, Pondwater Dave fixed us. We are now live on 2 shows.
Two
one
cups.
cup.
Yeah,
Two cu- she does one cup.
show, or what? 2 cups, 1 show. I said.
2 cups, 1 show. We like to spread the love here. 2 cups,
That
1
is
show.
the strip club that Dave goes to in Huntsville. Is 2 cups, 1 show.
No, it's Bob's Movie Bungalow.
That's a real name.
It is
I
Yeah.
popped so hard when I saw that sign.
Uncle Bob's Booby
Uncle-
Bungalow.
Yeah,
Uncle Buck's Movie
Uncle
Bungalow.
Buck's
Whatever.
Movie Bungalow.
Mike Hoop spent like 17 hours there one night.
That's
Who,
crazy.
who played for the Giants?
He was a third baseman, went on to become, I think,
Matt Williams.
There you go. Matt Williams tied for 6th with 38. You got all of them. Ooh. RBI leaders, because there's some new names popping up on this.
Barry
this list.
Bonds.
Barry Bonds, 3rd, 123.
Dave Justice.
5th, 120.
Joe Carter.
No,
Albert
4th,
Bell.
121. Albert Bell led the league, 129.
Frank
Carlos
Thomas.
Baerga.
Frank Thomas, 2nd, 128. Carlos Baerga, 9th, 114.
Matt Williams.
Did
No.
we say Rafael Palmeiro?
Oh
No.
shit! You know who else we forgot? Cecil Fielder.
Tied for 7th with 117.
No, it's
Cecil.
Cecil.
It's not Cecil.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't have an S in it. It's a C.
In 93.
Cease.
What about Juan Gonzalez?
Juan Gon, 6th with 118.
Give us some teams.
The Dodgers. Oh, the one from. Oh, wait, never mind. That's a different person. California Angels.
Who was the guy with one arm? It was him. Jim Abbott.
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 No. Toronto.
John
wanna see-
Olerud.
Toronto. Joe Carter.
121. 4th.
I said Joe Carter.
Okay, then my bad.
I
One
want to
ball-
see.
One
Yeah, the-
ball John Crook.
No, you got the Dodgers, the Angels, and that's it. You got the rest of them.
Jim Edmonds?
No.
Who
Dodgers.
the hell was the Angel?
His first name, I mean, he with his first name, he should have been in Cincinnati
Rod Carew.
in 1993.
Who
His
played
first
for
name he
the
should have been
Dodgers in '93?
Sucks.
You guys said him earlier.
Mike Pizza.
Mike Pizza was tied for 10th with 112.
Where the hell was he? What high school was he playing at?
The LA Dodgers High School.
Yeah, same one. Who was the Angel? I gotta know.
Well, here's your hint. I said he should have played for the Cincinnati Reds. Chili Davis with the California Angels, 112.
I think he did
Oh.
play for the Reds eventually.
My cousin Chili.
Pitching win leaders, 1993.
Roger Clemens.
No, surprisingly. Yeah.
Pedro Martinez.
Tom Glavine.
Tied for the league lead with 22.
Greg Maddox.
Nolan Ryan.
5th with
John
20.
Smoltz.
Nolan Ryan, no. John Smoltz, no.
Steve Avery.
Tied for 8th
that's
with
a
18.
good one. He was so good.
Oral Hershiser.
No,
Mitch Williams.
no. He's a closer.
Bobby Witt.
Bobby Witt, no.
Bobby Witt Jr. He's a Royal.
So is Bobby Witt.
Brett Saberhagen.
No.
In '93,
Jose Rijo.
Jimmy
No.
Key.
Tied for 8th with 18.
Whoa, really? I was being facetious.
Dave, what's the drunk guy? David Wells.
No. What's the guy?
David Wells.
Did y'all say Roger Clemens?
We did. He's not on here.
Jim Abbott.
No.
David Need.
No. Houston, the White Sox. the
Mike
Royals.
Scott.
No. The Royal
Great
Mike
Scott.
Scott. Seattle, Toronto
Randy Johnson.
is tied for 6th with 19. Toronto, two Giants, and another White Sox.
2 Giants?
Kurt Schilling.
No,
Kirk
Oh.
Reeder.
no. One more
got
guess
nothing.
each. Yeah, you guys are struggling.
At
with
Lee
that.
Hammaker.
I don't know who that is. Pondwater,
Look him up. He's
Man, I'm drawing a
fabulous
blank by
Here
93.
we go. The
Rick
wins you missed.
Vaughn.
Of the Houston Astros, Mark Portugal. Of the Chicago
looking.
White Sox,
Cincinnati
Alex,
Reds legend.
that's right. Chicago White Sox legend Alex Fernandez had 18. Kevin Napier of the Royals had 18. This man has been on this list like 39 times. You guys
Rod
have never,
Beck.
you guys have never guessed him. Pat Hinken of the Toronto Blue Jays had 19.
I've never
Too
even
close
heard
to
him
Tom
in my
Henke.
life.
Bill Swift of the Giants had 21. John Burkett of the Giants had 22. And your league leader with 22, Blackjack McDowell of the Chicago White Sox.
That's who I said.
And that was box score trivia.
Hit my clip.
Hit your what?
Hollywood secrets in the air. Everyone will play their share. Dave's Faves is the name. Movie trivia is the game.
I had to write these down today because I couldn't find my computer because the cleaning ladies.
By the
came
way,
today.
Pond Water, you need pen and paper.
Pondwater, you need pen and paper.
Well, I wasn't planning on staying, but
Oh,
I do
God,
like
you're-
Trivia.
You're here now, bitch.
I just was going to come in and assess the situation. I never got any kind of notification, by the way.
Of this?
No, I was trying to get y'all on the about
Oh.
broadcasting.
Oh,
Well, some of us wanted to do restream, and then some of us put our pictures in StreamYard. So
Well, I'm putting all my eggs in the restream basket tomorrow night. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we're starting Restream tomorrow, stupid.
how many movies we got, Dave?
5.
5.
TJ leads 4.5 to 3.
That's right.
Although it's fuck it. TJ leads 4.5 to 3. Tim, deal with it.
The
Okay.
Here we go.
criteria, I'd love
Are there
to
rules
move.
to this, or
no,
you,
you
write,
just guess.
you write down the movie.
okay?
Don't
Don't you-
speak it.
Yeah, don't blurt it out.
Don't speak. I know,
know
what,
what
you're saying.
So please stop explaining. Don't tell me cause. All right, ready? Here we go. Movie number A. On a budget of $30 million.
That's getting it 93.
Our first movie this week grossed $111 million at the box office. Who farted?
And
I don't know. I heard it.
That was my-
audible fart
that
sound.
was my chair squeaking.
Yeah, sure.
I was
yeah.
scooting. I was scooting.
That was your chair vibrating from your butt crack.
That was my chair as I farted in it.
That was me.
Was
Oops.
it?
All right, here we go.
Oh, I'm taking the heat for Pond Water's ass. That's bullshit.
Oops.
Movie number A. This is a film loosely based on the 1844 novel of the same name.
Rings.
France,
That's the name of the-
1625. A young but skilled fencer, D'Artagnan, sets off with the hopes to follow in his murdered father's footsteps and become a member of the King of Francis. Not Francis. Francis.
King Francis.
King of France. King of France's personal guards. The
China syndrome.
the guard is disbanded by an evil cardinal, and D'Artagnan meets with a trio of Athos, Porthos, and Aramis, and joins them on their quest to save the king and country.
Aramis Ramirez.
Aramis. That's what I said. Uranus.
That was a Cubs third baseman I just named.
Oh. This film
Aramis
stars
Ramirez?
Yeah.
This film stars Charlie Sheen, Kiefer Sutherland, Chris O'Donnell, and Oliver Platt.
Had a great soundtrack.
Oh my God, you heard the song a trillion times. Don't speak. I know what
That is not.
We're going to start with our guest, Pondwater Dave.
Oh,
Pondwater
oh,
Dave.
Old
Movie.
Hawaiian Crush was in this.
And also a very good candy bar.
Well, let's settle down with that
The
bullshit.
Three
It is-
Musketeers.
It
Dave
is
got
a
it.
candy bar. Yes.
TJ.
It is technically food. Three Musketeers.
There you go. TJ. Timmy.
Do it all for love and all for one.
That's why I said Hawaiian Crush, because it was Brian Adams.
Let the things you whatever. I don't know.
Nobody knows that person.
Rod Stewart, Brian Adams, and somebody else.
Dang,
Eric
Brian Adams did the music for Robin Hood too.
He did.
Yeah. But
He-
that song was way better than this song.
That's one of my
Yeah, it
favorite
was.
movies of all time, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
He
Yeah.
was the 90s Kenny Loggins.
I prefer Robin Hood Men in Tights.
I do too.
Kenny Loggins was also the 90s Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
Kenny Loggins was the shit.
I've
Let's
got
slow
like
down.
7 Kenny Loggins songs in my.
We're
I
really
do
throwing
too.
away some undeserved proclamations around here right now.
Meet me halfway.
Yes, over the
Across the sky,
yeah.
a bare world belongs to only you. and
What
We
is
need
I.
to we need to do an over the top watch along. I think.
Oh, that's great. Here we go. Movie number B with a budget of $47 million. It grossed $111 million as well.
That's weird.
This is an American supernatural black comedy film. Gomez, Morticia, Wednesday, and Pugsley
Oh,
try to rescue their beloved gold digging new love and Black Widow named Debbie.
I took
Yep.
that entirely the wrong way.
I thought it was going to be Leonard
And
Part
Joan
6.
Cusack- No, not black comedy, not African American comedy.
Okay.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be Leonard Part 6 with Bill Cosby.
You mean there wasn't a
Matthew
black guy
McConaughey.
named Gomez?
I was like, blank man. What are we doing here?
Look, I'm a crime fighter.
God, I love that movie.
That
It's
movie is so great.
So great.
Dang it.
All right, Pondwater, you're our guest. Ring it in.
I have a feeling that I'm gonna miss it. But I put the Adams Family.
Incorrect.
TJ.
It's the Adams Family.
Incorrect. Timmy C.
No, it's not.
It's
Shit, hold on.
It's just Adam's Family.
Hold on.
No.
Movie one was Three Musketeers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Forgot to do that.
Good thing we're in StreamYard.
Adam's
Addams
Family
Family
Values.
Values.
Oh,
Damn
fuck
it.
off.
Part 2.
I was waiting.
Yay.
Hopefully, he was going to say it was a sequel.
Part
Electric
shitty.
Boogaloo.
Meet me halfway.
Across the sky.
By the way, I'm the only one who spelled Adams right, just for the record.
Yeah.
It's 2 D's.
Okay, Jimmy spelled it right also.
They do what they want to do.
Yeah, you can do the Hammer version.
The Adams Family.
Family.
They do what they want to do, say what they want to
wanna
Want
say
to
what
live how they want to
play,
live, pray how they want to
play.
pray, dance how they want to dance, kick and they slap a friend. Adams Family. The Adams, too legit.
Why are we slapping friends though? That's weird.
Movie number C. Here we go. If you guys missed this, I quit the show.
Well, we're so
I'm going to
far
write one down right now then.
1 for 2.
Debbie
On a
does-
budget of $25 million. Movie number C grossed $441.3 million at the box
So
office.
it did all right.
Well,
This is an American comedy drama film.
Is it black?
that's what she said.
After his bitter divorce, an actor disguises himself as a female housekeeper to spend time with his children held in custody by his former wife. This film stars Robin Williams and Sally Field. Hello!
And Pierce Brosnan.
Yep,
Are your,
Pierce
are your
Brosnan.
children well behaved, or that they need a few light slams every now and then?
Pondwater.
the greatness that was Mrs. Doubtfire.
Perfect. TJ.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Timmy C.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Extra point. What was Mrs. Doubtfire's first name?
Oh.
Obadiah?
What did you say?
You could deny it, don't
Yeah, it's
fire.
like Yuba Deny or something like that.
Bless you.
My name? I thought I gave it to you.
My
Fire.
I was in a band.
You could deny it, don't fire.
Severe tire damage.
Didn't he play some sport? Didn't he play sports with the kids?
Yep.
Field hockey, wasn't it?
Soccer.
Yes,
Same
that's what it
thing.
was.
Grass hockey.
Grass hockey.
Here we go. Movie number D.
Sorry, Dave, you're still on the show.
Damn it. 1993, November.
Now he's not. Oh,
See, he's kind of giving our clue right now. You shouldn't kick him out while he's doing that.
On a budget of $22 million. This movie grossed $47 million at the box office.
Ouch.
broke even.
This is an American science fiction superhero action film.
A lot of words.
It's time for Murphy to save the day once again. This time, the half-man, half-robot takes on a ruthless developers who want to evict some people of their land. Stars Robert Burke and Nancy Allen.
Drop it.
Let's see who gets it. Pondwater Dave.
Would that be RoboCop 3?
Boom! Pondwater. TJ.
I put RoboCop 2 down with the HOA.
Obviously a fool. It's RoboCop 3.
I've never seen any of the RoboCops. The fact that I was
What?
actually close. Yeah, it's
The
true.
first one is awesome.
It's true.
So good. Even has Red Foreman in it.
I did
He's
see
the
that.
main bad guy.
I've seen parts of it. I've never seen it all the way through.
I'd buy that for
It
$1.
was filmed in Dallas.
I'm definitely not watching it.
No, it was in Detroit.
It was
What?
filmed in Dallas though.
Well, so Dallas is crime-ridden like Detroit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the city hall, the city hall, they used city hall and they used they filmed all around Reunion Arena.
Oh.
In the convention center.
So I gave Dave a point, Timmy a point, and TJ 2 points for being awesome with RoboCop 2 down with the HOA. I love it.
That one was just for you, Dave, because you live in one. So
Get
I
up,
was-
come on, get down with the HOA.
It was a total guess on the number because I almost put RoboCop 4.
Well, I knew it wasn't 2 because
Peter Weller
the
was
guy,
filming it.
yeah, the guy changed.
Peter Weller was filming a film called like The Naked Truth or something. Naked Truth.
Naked. Any double
Naked.
KID.
So was RoboCop 3's actor the one that showed up to help Sting?
no,
that was just some dude.
that was shortly after RoboCop 2.
That was the Brooklyn Brawler.
Mm. It was
All right.
one of the Mulkey brothers.
Our last movie of the week. On a budget of $25 million. Movie number E. E.
Mhm.
E. E.
That is sign language free, yes.
I thought he was fixing to start
No,
going.
this is sign language free.
Movie
This is
number
E.
E grossed
You're right.
$57.4 million at the
And
box
what
office.
was the budget?
$25 million. This is an American comedy film. This film is one of Dave's faves.
Only one this week.
Mild-mannered but dirt poor hill dweller Jed Clampett strikes it rich when oil is discovered on his property. At his cousin Pearl's insistence, he moves the family to California to better enjoy his newfound wealth. This film stars Dietrich Bader, Dabney Coleman, Erica Elenick, Cloris Leachman, Rob Schneider, Leah Thompson, Lily Tomlin, and Jim Varney.
I was gonna say, wasn't Ernest in this?
Hey, Vern.
Movie number 4.
RoboCop 3.
Good thing we went to StreamYard. Asshole.
Dave, go.
I'm gonna say it was the Beverly Hillbillies.
TJ, go.
The Beverly Hillbillies.
Timmy C, go.
The Beverly Hillbillies. Erica Eleniak was straight fire in that movie.
Yes. But you know what's funny? So let me do this.
Jim Varney, he's funny.
Let me do this.
And
The
Deidre
Grant-
Bader's in this too.
Granny in this movie. Cloris Leachman
Yes.
Yeah.
was
Whoa.
born in 1924.
Stillwood.
What?
I don't like this game.
I don't either.
This chick was hot.
Yeah.
That was Granny.
Yeah. In the 40s.
But you know she had a huge bush.
I'm fine with it.
I'm
No.
a child of the 60s.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, Dave's like,
But
The
she
bigger
was
the
in her
better.
60s in the 60s. Well, no, she's in her 40s.
She's in her-
Did you see her that episode of 2.5 Men when she was hitting on Alan?
Oh, was that her? She's pretty hot.
No, I'm good. But
More
does that
more
mean
Tell
it's
you
my
all a
turn?
story about a man named Jed. Took Ellie Mae and he threw her on the bed.
oh,
Listen to him blurt out songs. Half the words are always wrong. Digs up hits that lost their flair. He's got no clue but doesn't care. One hit wonders on repeat. Timmy C's voice ain't so sweet. Blabber on about yesterday's fame while we all just cringe in shame.
You really need to fix that 11 hit wounders.
What did Theo from the Cosby Show sing?
it's a great question.
Meet me halfway. Meet me halfway across the shirt. All right. So, by the way, the Beatles are featured in that. Did you guys hear about the movies that are coming out about the Beatles?
I saw there was one.
Mrs. Doubtfire?
No, there's 4. There's going to be
Movies?
4 Beatles movies coming from the perspective of each Beatle. I'm not sure they're going to be like held during the same time, so you're going to see different scenes from each band member's point of view, but I would think that's going to be part of it.
That sounds terrible.
I won't
And
watch
no,
it. 'cause the
it
Beatles
sounds like
suck.
it's going to be fucking awesome.
A movie each from each of their perspectives? That sounds terrible.
Yes.
Paul McCartney
Except,
gonna bang a
except for the
one-legged
Ringo
chick
one.
like Deuce
You can
Bigelow.
probably skip the Ringo one, but you want to see the other 3.
I think that the fact that Paul McCartney banged a one-legged chick is a testimonial
Outstanding.
He
Outstanding.
married
to how
one-legged-
outstanding her
What are you
stuff was.
talking about? He married her. Them one-legged chicks be banging like.
What's your
crazy.
favorite solo act that after the Beatles broke up? Which one do y'all?
Mike Love,
Paul McCartney.
Brian Wilson.
Do you know that I thought I did not
John.
know that Paul McCartney was a Beatle.
What?
I was a fan of Paul McCartney and Wings and had no idea that he had been a Beatle.
That's crazy.
Band on the
Dude, I
run.
was 7 or 8 years old.
Band on the run. We gonna do this or are we not?
Honestly, as a solo artist, George Harrison's probably better. But
Got my mind set on you.
all right, song number 1.
Oh, you! I got my mind set.
Quick, name a Ringo song. You can't.
You can't. Neither
Uh,
can he.
No, I won't anymore.
This is why
I can't
Paul Walker's
name
not
one
on
of the
show.
songs. Song number 1. Clue number 1. The accompanying music video was directed by Michael Bay.
Transformers.
Are we writing these down too?
No.
No,
Nah,
we just scream
nah,
these
you
out.
just guessed these.
TJ.
Clue
just
number
sits there.
2. The album version of this song was 12 minutes and 1 second long.
And I got a DeVita.
Clue number 3. The question we all asked was, what is the lead singer? What is it that the lead singer would not do other than lose weight?
I would do it for I would do anything but that. I would do anything for
All
love.
for love.
Was that your answer?
Yeah,
I would
all
do
for love.
anything to that.
This is
Paradise,
why
by
I'm
the Paradise by the Dashboard Lights.
You have the correct artist now,
Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. Wrong artist, Dave.
Oh,
It is Meatloaf. I would do anything for love.
I just said that.
Quotes, but I won't do that. No, you did not.
I
You
said
did
I
not come close.
You
to
were
that.
laughing, and I said I would do anything for love. That was literally the next thing I said.
you said I would do anything for that.
You said, yeah.
And then while you all
said
were
I wouldn't do
laughing, I
anything
said
for
I
that.
would do anything for love.
I would do anything.
I get the point for that.
love. All right, you're only down by
I
74.
love that
Yep.
Meatloaf thought that he had to put makeup on for that video to make himself look more horrible.
More
did
like
we-
a
I'm just
No, I
wondering
got-
what
I gotta
she-
put
I'm just
some-
wondering what she
Gotta
wanted
put
him
some
to do.
forehead
Where he goes,
stuff on.
but I won't do that.
I mean, we all know it's finger in the butt, but I mean, did we ever find out what?
Well, apparently, the
I'm thinking it was a
rumor
fit.
at the end of the song, it's like, "You'll cheat on me," and he goes, "But I won't do that." He wouldn't cheat on her.
Cleveland Steamer.
That doesn't make sense with the lyrics of the song. I would do anything for love, including being a nice guy. Like, of course,
Well,
stupid.
most chicks don't like that. I mean, it happens. All right, song number 2, clue number 1. This song reached number 12 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100 and number 11 on the Cashbox Top 100.
I don't know
What about your friends by TLC? What about your friends?
No.
Oh.
Clue number 2 is music video directed by Marty Callner, who's not
Mr.
Michael
Wendell.
Bay.
Mr.
Features
Wendell.
Alicia Silverstone, Steven Dorff, and Josh Holloway.
Oh, Aerosmith.
crazy?
The video was God damn it! Here we go again.
What are you
I'm out.
doing?
The video was a success on MTV, becoming the most requested video in 1993.
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith was certainly not doing the name of the song with a success. Why is success hard for me to say today?
Love in an elevator?
Irreconcilable.
Ooh, that was the solid one.
Yeah. Irreconceivable.
Emotional damage.
Are y'all bad?
I
Can't
said
think of the name of the
oh,
song.
it was crazy.
Stone jumping off a bridge, getting her navel pierced.
Crazy.
Crazy.
I was crying when I met you. Now I'm trying to forget you.
Bittersweet memory.
No points for any of you.
Whole
Kevin.
thing of that song.
Yeah.
Song number 3.
What was the name
What
of
was
the
the name
song?
of that song?
Crying.
Thank
Oh.
you. God damn it.
You're stupid.
Where are your pictures?
I'm stupid. I don't have pictures. They were
You
in
should.
Restream.
You should.
They were in restraint. That's my bad, yo.
This song was originally recorded during the production of their band's 5th studio album, Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That is the band.
Californication.
Good job. No, not even close.
Californication.
Clue number 2, this song was included in the Coneheads film
Flea.
soundtrack.
Anthony
Flea.
Kiedis.
Flea.
You're naming band members now.
Will Ferrell at drums.
Hey, this
Put my
is
nutsack
the
on the
song.
drumstick.
This song became a success when it peaked at number 1 on the U.S. Billboard Modern Rock Tracks chart. The single also peaked at number 22 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 7 on the Billboard album.
Billboard
Rock
album.
Tracks chart.
Pilgrim. Is it
Bilbum albums.
give it away now?
Where I
Give it away,
go,
give it away, give it
I
away now.
just don't know. I got to
How-
take it slow.
How do you pick the worst hit off that
When
album?
I found my peace of mind, I'm gonna give them some of my good time. Soul to Squeeze, Red Hot Chili Peppers. Terrible.
Song sucks.
Give It Away was on there, and what was the
It was not off Blood Sugar. They didn't use it on Blood Sugar Sex Magic. You obviously did not listen to the clues.
No, he didn't. He's a quitter.
So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna listen during Dave's story, and I'm going to make a drink.
What?
oh
Was that
We're
it?
gonna deep dive into Dave's story here.
wait, what did he say wasn't on that album?
I don't know. I wasn't listening. Fuck him.
Because Give It Away is I'm looking at the album, it's number 9.
Yeah, he said it wasn't on there.
Yeah,
What
it's-
about
it's number-
Californication? Was that not on there?
It's
Maybe you're
not
talking
on
about
there
that.
for, that
You're
one's
talking
not on
about
there for
that.
sure. Under the Bridge is 11. Suck My Kiss is 5.
Suck my kiss.
He literally picked the worst song.
Yeah, that's like their worst hit. What an idiot.
What a stupid dummy.
Gotta love him. Here we go. It's November 1993. Now we're going to talk about fighting.
Oh.
I like that.
Ultimate fighting.
Uh-oh.
On November 12th, 1993, the Ultimate Fighting Championship held their first event at the McNichols Sports Arena in Denver, Colorado. While the attendance for the event was only 7,800 people and barely half filled the arena, the pay-per-view buy rate of 86,000 was pretty impressive for a brand new organization, and the VHS rentals were high as well.
I mean, they were doing more in WCW at the end.
Yep. Why in Denver? Well, Colorado was chosen to hold the first ever UFC event because it didn't have an athletic commission and with no governing body, which they would need to get an approval for bare knuckle fighting.
Nice.
The tournament featured no weight classes, rounds, or judges. The only three rules were no biting, no eye gouging, and no groin shots.
That's reasonable.
The only way to end the match, submission, knockout, or the fighter's corner throwing in the towel. Yet, the very first fight we see on the pay-per-view was stopped by the referee after Tali Tua got 3 teeth kicked out of his mouth.
Ouch.
Tali Tua, Hollywood star, just passed away.
Oh.
He was the 420-pound sumo wrestler who got absolutely obliterated because he fell while going in and stayed on the ground and got the shit kicked out of him. Here's how UFC 1 played out. Gerard Gordeau defeated Tali Tua via TKO with a head kick. Kevin Rozier defeated Zane Frazier via TKO after Frazier's corner threw in the towel while he was getting punched and stomped in the head while on the mat.
That is crazy.
And in this fight, at one point, Kevin Rozier was pulling Zane Frazier's hair and punching him in the face and pulled his hair out.
That is also crazy.
The third fight of the first round, Royce Gracie defeated boxer Art Jimerson. Now, who is Art Jimerson, you may ask?
I did. Yes.
He fought with one boxing glove. That is Art Jimerson going into his first UFC fight.
Okay. How'd that work out for? I mean, he lost, so.
He immediately fell to the ground, and Royce Gracie choked his shit out.
Why is everyone falling immediately after the bell rings?
And the final fight of the first round, WWE superstar, not then, but Ken Shamrock defeated Patrick Smith via submission with a leg lock. In the second round, Gordeau defeated Kevin Rozier via TKO when Rozier's corner threw in the towel after punches to the head and stomps to his ribs.
Oh.
The UFC was brutal in the beginning.
It sounds like it.
And the other
it was really a tough guy competition.
Yeah, and the other semifinal bout, Royce Gracie defeated Ken Shamrock via submission via choke in 59 seconds.
And it was like choke, not.
No, it was.
No, I think he
did it from the front. He choked him from the front. Let's see. In the finals, Royce Gracie defeated Gerard Gordeau via submission via rear naked choke.
Naked.
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 Gracie's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu shocked the Americans, and he easily won the tournament with his longest fight being the championship round at 1 minute and 44 seconds.
It's pretty good.
The UFC didn't start out hot, but man, once Dana White took over, it lit the world on fire.
See, I watched the original one and I thought it was a lot of fun to watch because you get all those different stuff. Because back then you like didn't train for wrestling and boxing, or you didn't cross.
These were just fighters.
Like came in as I do jujitsu, or I do karate, or I do boxing.
It was not mixed martial arts back then.
Yeah,
as it is now.
I still remember when I had one of the tapes back in the day, and they were introducing Tank Abbott, and his discipline was bar fighting.
Yeah. That maths.
I
That's
love
funny because my discipline is bar drinking. So
Yes.
See, I love the UFC from this point up until it really became mainstream. And then when they tried to get into California and in New York, and the commissions really got involved, and they had to have a weight class for every 10 pounds I liked it when there was a light heavyweight. I mean, there was the heavyweight champion, the light heavyweight champion, the middleweight champion, and the lightweight champion. There was 4 divisions, all men. You know, back in the Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, Randy Couture. That's when Rich Franklin, that's when the UFC was really good. Hoist Gracie went back and fought Matt, can't think of his name, and got destroyed.
I was a big Chuck Liddell guy.
Yeah, I love Chuck Liddell, but
Yeah.
To me, the UFC was the best in the 2007, 2008 time frame. So much fun to watch.
So like Brock Lesnar.
Matt Hughes. No,
Right.
before Brock Lesnar. it was
Lesnar
better.
debuted in 10, I think.
Yeah. Once it became mainstream, and then like now, dude, I couldn't tell you I think the last fight that I watched was a Conor McGregor fight like 3 years ago. His last fight where he broke his leg or something like that.
Dude, I can't watch boxing.
Listen,
Yeah, I can't watch boxing.
I can only watch heavyweight boxing.
I can't.
Oh,
watch
you
any
said
boxing.
Conor McGregor. I got him.
But
I'm sorry,
yeah.
I got him confused.
But I just, man,
I'm on pain meds.
We used to rent we would buy every pay-per-view, and we would rotate houses just between my friend groups, and nobody paid, because when it was your turn, you paid. And dude, we had the best time watching these fights. And then you had Strike Force came out, and they were on CBS.
Tito Santana, Rick Martel. It was awesome.
Tito.
No, I know the guy that made the belts for that organization.
For Strike Force.
Mhm.
But then they started bringing in all the other weight classes, and now everybody's so proficient in it. Everything's a draw. Yeah, it's not what it was. I mean, the longest fight in the first ever UFC was like 4 minutes.
Well, I mean, to be fair, in 2 of the first round fights, the bell rang and the guy just fell over. So,
well, yeah, he went in for a takedown and tripped, and then just got obliterated. The other guy in the second fight, the guy like punched himself out, and he was so tired, then the other guy just beat the shit out of him.
UFC, they suffered. I mean, they're not suffering. I mean,
No, they're
it
definitely
actually
not
worked. But what I'm saying is, they started out. It was kind of like NASCAR when NASCAR was actually stock car racing. It was the Wild West, and it was very enjoyable. But they had to change their model to make it attractive to advertisers, and that's now they're printing money.
I mean, the only advertiser on the ring for the longest time was like Zions Sports Drink or something. And then you had
that cranberry flavored Zions.
Then you had like some malt
That
liquor
stuff was
company for
good.
a while.
Old English.
And then it just it changed. It
was
once
Mickey's,
Brock
the main
Lesnar
green.
came- Mickey's, yes, there it was, Mickey's. So once Brock Lesnar went in, it really started to become mainstream.
Fucking Jimmy John's ruined the UFC. We got it.
Terrible.
I
They
still,
used to be so good, dude. I don't give a shit about watching 235-pound dudes fucking get in there and slap fight for 15 minutes. I got better shit to do.
All right. So speaking of 135-pound dudes that would murder people in a fight, here in 1993, Bill Bixby passes away from prostate cancer.
Oof.
Well, he might not have, but Lou Ferrigno would have kicked some ass.
Hmm.
Bill Bixby's life outside of his work was as tragic as it was successful inside his work. Bixby was born in San Francisco, California in 1934 and was a member of the Marine Corps Reserves during the Korean War before entering the world of acting. At the beginning, he was mainly a character actor with 2 credits in 2 Elvis movies, Love American Style and Andy Griffith. So
Love American Style was great.
Love American Style was the shiznit. I loved it.
Do you know what popular sitcom emerged from a skit on Love American Style?
No, what?
Happy Days.
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
It was
Love
was it?
American Style.
yes. All right. So
What are
Bixby
you
would
guys-
find
who?
it.
I don't even know who Bill Bixby is.
Shut up. What?
You
really
wouldn't like
don't?
me when I'm angry.
He was the
Incredible
he was
Hulk.
the dad on the Courtship of Eddie's Father.
Bruce Banner. That's all I know him from.
No, he was David Banner.
David Banner. Same. Who's Bruce Banner?
Well,
Comic book
he's
version.
the comic book version.
Oh yeah.
But
David
in
Banner's a rapper.
All right, we'll get to it. Hold on.
Trying to get your pussy.
So Bixby would find his break in My Favorite Martian. You ever heard of that one, Dave?
I have. I watched it a lot.
I remember the Martian on the Flintstones.
But what we on this show know him for is the role of David Banner in The Incredible Hulk.
Bruce Banner.
In addition to acting, he also directed several episodes and also several of the follow-up movies to the series. Like he banked off the Hulk, trust me.
Oh yeah. But see, you glossed over the Courtship of Eddie's Father.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Yeah, well, I did because the little boy that played his son on that show, Brandon Cruz, looked exactly like
Tom's kid.
He looked exactly like me, and I mean, people used to ask us all the time if I was on that TV show.
And you said yes, right?
I wasn't a little attention whore then.
Just to get laid. Yeah, it was me.
Attention whore.
All right, so also the other thing we should actually know about him was he was one of the main directors on the show Blossom.
Whoa.
I did not know that.
He directed
care.
like what?
I don't care.
You don't like Blossom?
No, I don't know what that is. What is that?
That show sucked.
You don't like Joey Lawrence? That's Joey Lawrence right there.
I don't believe you.
All right, now on to the sad, unfortunately. Bixby's first marriage was to actress Brenda Benet. They were married in 1971. She gave birth to their son Christopher in September 1974. They divorced in 1980. A few months later, in March of 81, 6-year-old Christopher died while skiing on vacation in Mammoth Lakes with Benet of cardiac arrest.
Oh,
So, beyond that, Benet committed suicide the following year. Yikes. Bixby met Laura Michaels, who had worked on the set of one of his Hulk movies in 1989. They married a year later in Hawaii. In early 91, he was diagnosed with prostate cancer and underwent treatment. She divorced him that same year. What? On November 21st, 1993, 6 days after his final assignment on Blossom, Bixby died of complications from prostate cancer in Century City, Los Angeles. He was 59 years old.
When you told me you were doing the story on him, I had to look him up, see who it was.
Oh my God. Terrible.
I had no clue.
I hate you.
I mean, I didn't either. I just didn't look it up.
I liked his line. Don't make me angry.
Don't make me
Like
angry.
me when I'm angry.
I mean, I saw it. I was like, Timmy will tell me who he is. I don't need to look. For it.
Well, the best thing about him was he conveyed like the loneliness. Like he was super good at, if you were the guy that was the Hulk and was under like so lonely, so just I'm wandering around like
He was one of
fabulous.
those. He did a TV show like Strange Stories, or it wasn't Believe It or Not. It was
He produced two, which funny because I mentioned he was in two Elvis films. He also produced two like kind of Geraldo type things about Elvis still being alive.
Yeah, he
Oh.
did. Yeah, the whole thing about the life insurance had never been cashed.
Mhm.
They misspelled his middle name on the graveyard on his tombstone.
That's
Yep.
just stupidity. He was buried in
It's
Tennessee.
not.
I mean,
He's still a preacher in Arkansas. What do we did this a few weeks ago?
yeah, no, you're still wrong. It's fine.
Have you seen all those videos of that guy?
Bob Joyce,
Yeah.
Elvis.
By the way, Tim, while you were being a bitch and left for a while to go make a drink, we looked it up. Giving It Away is definitely on that album by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. It's track number 9.
I was not talking. My song was not "Give It Away." My song.
I know
was
it. I know it was
"Hold a
not.
Squeeze."
But I said
That
Give
was-
It Away, and you're like, no, that wasn't even on that album. No, it was.
No, "Give It Away" was. "Soul to Squeeze" was not.
I don't know what is that. What song?
That was the song I did.
But you said Blood Sugar Sex Magic during the description.
They did Soul to Squeeze during the production of Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Did not make the album.
I'm throwing a flag on this. This is just flimsy as shit. But speaking of
Go
flimsy
to
as-
work or something and tell us your
I'm-
shitty story.
I'm gonna be. So let's go to speaking of flimsy as shit, let's go to this is the second time in 3 or 4 weeks I've done a wrestling story, and it's intentional.
Hi, Billy.
This time
What's up?
because of the time we picked. There you go. That's it. Survivor Series 93. Because
Why
of
do
the
they
time
have swords? They got knives.
Because
Yeah,
it's
that is-
Thanksgiving night.
yeah. Because of the,
Do
the
they
time
stab
we picked,
each other?
yes.
Yeah.
Main event's crazy. So I picked this because of the timeline of the show and also the Dollar Bill Dave's show, Era New Generations. Which is why I picked the show. It's same year. So my whole story is how bad 93 was. And to show you how bad it was, I started to write down storyline
It
reminders.
was so bad they had knives in Survivor
Yes.
Series.
We got to do anything. They gave him Chinese throwing stars, but I was trying to relive some of the remind myself of the storylines from 93, and it was so bad. All the storylines I was thinking of were from 94.
But here's this though, TJ. WWF was very down in 93 after WrestleMania Hogan left, right?
Yes.
With the sickness.
But this Survivor Series right
HOA.
here was held at the Boston Garden,
Yep.
had an attendance of 15,509 and a buy rate of 180,000 on pay-per-view.
I mean, it's all pretty good.
Yeah.
So the WWF here in 1993, Vince McMahon is still fighting for his professional life with the whole steroid trial thing. If only we knew then what we know now.
Well, to be fair, one of the stories I thought about covering was he was charged in this month.
Yes. Hogan's gone for the first time since 84. So the WWF's trying to create a new star, create some intrigue in their product. For the most part, they're failing miserably.
Big time.
Earlier of the year, March of 93, which is actually where Dave and I are right now in Era's New Generation. We're building up to WrestleMania 9. It's one of the worst finishes to a main event ever between Bret Hart and Yokozuna. Yokozuna won, and by the way, Yokozuna debuted 3 months before the show, for WrestleMania 9. And for whatever reason, he wins, and then immediately Hulk Hogan walks out and wins the title for reasons no one can explain to me. By the way,
must pose.
Hogan,
I mean,
well, allegedly, according to Bruce's own words, according to him, they put the title on Hogan for his final European tour. But by the time he dropped the belt at King of the Ring and left the company, the European tour already happened. So
And he didn't, and Hogan never showed up for it.
right. So yeah, as I said, me and Dave here, we're building up to WrestleMania 9. We just watched Bruce Beefcake return, which, but there's some bright spots too here in '93. Bret Hart was performing well in his new main event role.
I think he
Yokozuna
said bright spots.
Shut up. Yokozuna came out of nowhere and became the top heel of the company. And we do have guys like Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon starting to enter the main event scene, become their own. As we head into the fall of 93, it seems like, looking back on it now, WWF is just sort of spinning its wheels, waiting for their next big time star to emerge. So let's look at the Survivor Series itself. One of the main feuds at the time was Bret Hart and Jerry Lawler. We were supposed to get the Hart family against Lawler and his Knights. However, Lawler gets into some legal trouble, which, if you're unaware of, he was accused
They
of
were
having,
12, yes.
Yeah, he was accused of having relations with underage girls, but was later cleared.
It was Kentucky, so yeah.
Yep. Lawler was replaced by Shawn Michaels. And in the first match, we saw Randy Savage, 1-2-3 Kid, Marty Jannetty, and Razor Ramon beat Diesel, Rick Martel, Adam Bomb, and IRS. So
And
this
then
was-
that one though, Randy Savage was a surprise entrant because it was supposed to be Mr.
Perfect.
Mr. Perfect, and he no-showed.
Yep. And this is also one of the things I thought was here, but it was actually 94. I thought Diesel turned babyface at Royal Rumble 94. He did not.
No, not till Survivor Series.
Yeah, Survivor Series 94.
Yeah.
So match 2, the Hart family beat Shawn Michaels and the Knights, but that's hardly why this is important. Owen Hart was the only Hart member eliminated, and he gets into a dust-up with Bret after the match.
He kicked his
Said it-
leg out of his leg.
That was
So
a
that was at
Rumble.
Royal Rumble.
Setting up Owen's heel turn at the Rumble and beginning one of the better storylines of this era between Bret and Owen.
Mainly
Right.
because of Owen.
I won't argue with it on that one. That one's true. Up next, we got a Smoky Mountain Wrestling Tag Team title match between the Heavenly Bodies and the Rock and Roll Express. I thought that was weird, and then I read the next match was the Four Doinks against Bam Bam Bigelow, Bastion Booger, and the Head Shrinkers
And the Four Doinks were Men on a Mission and the Bushwhackers.
and the Bushwhackers in 1993. Hey! The main event saw the All-Americans of the Steiners, Lex Luger, and the Undertaker beat the Foreign Fanatics of Yokozuna, Ludwig Borga, who's just became a
Foreign
subject of
fanatics.
Foreign Fanatics.
We love everything but America.
He just became a subject on Dark Side of the Ring, Ludwig. Crush and Quebecer Jock. I wonder what was the other Quebec? Pierre, was he not there yet?
Well, he's busy becoming a.
No, Pierre got injured. Like Tatanka got injured, and then they injured Pierre and took him out so they could put Crush in.
They injured Pierre.
Surprise! The All-Americans won.
Here's a car. Boom.
This show in a vacuum is not terrible, but the complete lack of star power is stunning coming from the WWE.
All right, you just read the card and you
Yeah.
said this.
No,
show
there's
in
some
vacuum
real dumb
is not
matches on
terrible.
here. There's some real stupid-
Bullshit.
like the Heavenly Bodies and Rock and Roll Express was weird. It just didn't fit on the show. It was a good enough match.
Yeah, the Rock and Roll Express in 1993 was something.
I don't even think
watch.
they were 40 yet in 93.
Okay.
They probably also liked Blood Sugar Sex Magic by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I think I was just excited to see the Rock and Roll Express.
You
On
would-
WWE.
The match was good. The match was good. I mean,
Yeah.
the pay-per-view was okay, but it all got thrown off with the whole Jerry Lawler thing. And then it was supposed to be 4 nights, and they were all going to be
Should have
unmasked.
been
and
fucking minors.
It was going to be like Terry Funk was going to be one. And
Kane was gonna be. It was supposed to be Terry Funk, Glenn Jacobs, and Greg Valentine were the original 3. Does he have rickets?
Why is he peeing into a pond there? What are we doing?
I don't know. But yeah, it was all these, and then they ended up all not doing it. So it was like Jeff Gaylord was one of them, and
Well, Terry Funk was in until they told him he's going to be unmasked.
yeah,
Yeah, and then he left his
That's when
His
his horse
uniform.
got sick.
he left his gear on the bed and
Yep.
a note that his horse got sick. Yeah.
And what's crazy is the WWF really didn't turn this around until Austin Hysteria came in 1996.
yeah. By late '96, ratings were starting to turn. I mean, it was 3
This was
real bad
the
years.
fall.
Of 93.
Yeah, this was, but I mean, the fall. He's talking about the fall of WWE.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And we know what's weird too is, we always attribute, the rating spike happening because of the NWO. Austin 316 happened first.
Well, that took a build.
It was King of the Ring 96. So it happened the month before.
Well, but Hall and Nash were already in WCW. Though.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
They just weren't named the NWO, and Hogan hadn't turned. Hogan turned like the next week.
So even still, okay, Hall and Nash debut in May of 96. King of the Ring's June.
TJ, I'm sorry that Steve Austin wasn't over as quickly as you thought he should have been, but
No,
It took
he
a while.
was. He was over.
he wasn't.
Especially how, he essentially called Jake the Snake Roberts' religion stupid. And
He started.
That's when it started to gain ground.
right.
Yeah,
Sure.
that was at King of the Ring '96.
Yeah. I think we're making the same point. Tim was just being a dick about it.
He is.
Okay. Well, I think with that, people are getting grumpy. It's time to say goodnight. If you enjoyed this week's episode, please let us know. Give us that 5-star review on YouTube. What's the name of our YouTube now? Anyone?
2 shows, 1 cup.
There you go. Make sure to follow our show on X at drunken_pop.
Or
On
at Dave's favorite club, it'll be 2 cups, 1 show.
Yuck. On Instagram at drunkenpop1 and follow our Patreon network at Ram Sports Net. Pontwater Dave, what is the social media handles for your show?
We are at PWD Pod. On Twitter at PWB Pod.
X.
Yeah, on X.
No, Twitter.
The Twitter machine. You can also get to 2 shows, 1 cup by just going at PWD Pod, and that will take you to the to our YouTube channel.
You know what's really cool is if we had done this on Restream, there'd just be a little QR code they could have scanned to go
Mm.
immediately
week.
to that.
Next week.
Next week.
Oh,
next
I was
week.
informed by
Still
I was informed by my lovely wife that she can QR code StreamYard too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, then let's just stay here. I just learned StreamYard.
I just learned after 3.5 years.
She was showing
Literally
me all-
like 2 weeks ago, I learned you could do this.
yeah, she was showing me all kinds of stuff on here yesterday, and then she was like, and then she's trying to act. It's like she convinced me that StreamYard was the way to go, but then got on Restream and tried to convince me that Restream was great.
Or
I mean, it's like you
as we
convinced
talk
me-
about, maybe she's just showing you your options.
Well, she likes the functionality of Restream.
I do too.
So if she's ever going to be at home to actually produce a show,
Mm,
that'd be great. But
she's
You
fired.
fired, Tep.
Yep,
Fired.
Ha! As for us, you can find us on our social media platforms at Timmy C.
On Twitter at Timmy C1979. By the way, go follow me on TikTok at Timmy C1979. So I can get to 1,000 followers and we can stream this live on TikTok. That'd be fun.
I'm going to unfollow you just because.
No, I am too now. Dollar Bill Dave.
You don't get on TikTok.
I don't
Follow
I
me
del-
on X at Dave in the RC, TikToks for children.
I deleted TikTok off my phone. Poundwater Dave.
He's American.
He already
I'm at
did
Rev
his.
Super Dave PWD.
Oh.
No, he didn't do his personal one. I'm at
Oh.
TC was 91. Remember, in a world full of projectionists and liars, we're the 3 or 4 assholes for truth. See you next week here on the Drunken Pop.
Joke of the week. What kind of dog lives in a toilet?
Poop dog.
Poodle.